One. Is this thing on? I think it's on. I think it says it's on. I'm getting better. I'm on it. I see the green thing going up. Oh, it's volume. Okay, you can hear me. Hi. I'm Bobby from Bobby's World. I'm Ty Mandel. I'm like from Nickelodeon a long time ago. I was like really young. I was 4. I'm not 4 anymore. I'm 14. You can see by my big head that I'm much older now. Anyways, today the topic is parking tickets. I mean, I'm not driving yet, but she definitely drives, and we definitely need the Superwoman van to stay parked so I can go places. This is a notice from an officer, S. Gray, badge number 65787. I don't even know what it says, officer unit something. And it's a warning to say that he's going to take her car away. Within 24 hours. Please remove this vehicle within 24 hours or will be towed and impounded under the authority of the City of Toronto Municipal Code. Do you know where we're staying? We're staying at Street Haven, 87 Pembroke. And everybody parks there that works there. So she's not doing anything that logically wouldn't make any sense. If you stay at a shelter because you have no money, then you're going to park your car there. There's 3 of these things on the car. 1, 2, 3. Now she's phoned and talked to the people about the fact that she's got no money. If you've got no money, you can't pay for a 30-day parking permit. Even the poor people, they expect to pay. If poor people have no money and they expect $30 for 1 month of parking, how do they do that if they got no money to start with? Now, if they take the car, and I'm in it, then they're taking a very valuable item, and that's theft. And I don't care if they have a badge and they're wearing a police uniform. They're stealing the car, and if they sell it for more money to somebody else because she can't get it out of the pound, that's theft. So they're stealing me. And they're stealing anything else she has in the car. The clothes, the computer, the guitar, all of it. I'm talking to Marilyn. Oh, wait, we're gonna have to pause. We have issues with the coffee shop where our freedom of rights and to speak is being hindered. By law, we have the freedom of speech. We can talk wherever we want in public, anywhere in Canada. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get help from the public, specifically you, Marilyn. It's $30 for a parking permit. It's $32 tattoos or 1 T-shirt from somebody in your audience in your show for her to buy a permit, tell the police to go away for 1 month. We'll probably talk to the chief of police and say, hey, why don't you give Superwoman some work, because she is a security professional. She can do that for a day job. But we'd ask you if you could help us get on Dundas Square. I want to be on the cameras to talk to Hallie in America, to see if he'll come here. Bobby's Real World Adventures is going to be expensive and it's going to take lots of work. But I want to go see everything now that I'm a real boy. And I don't understand how people have overnight guests. If everybody has to pay for parking in Toronto and you don't all have cars, then sometimes the boyfriend or the girlfriend is going to drive in their car to your house. And if you don't have a parking permit, how do you spend an overnight at your boyfriend or girlfriend's place using the other person's car without a permit? Only the people that live at those addresses can have their cars there because they have to have permits for those addresses. I think 20 years ago, she tells me, a long time ago, it used to be that it would make sense that if a person was living and renting and owning the property, that after 6 o'clock they could park there for free overnight. That makes sense. And if you have your own driveway, even better. But the City of Toronto has basically said that people can't have overnight guests. If you have an overnight guest, you can't have them in their car parked out in front of your house. But we want some money for you guys to have hanky-panky. You gotta go and get a permit for your house guest to spend overnight at your house and park out front. I don't know how that makes sense. That's too much control. That's freaky. But even in a uniform, it's still called theft. Because she doesn't have the money to get her van out of the impound. So why would they tow it? If she's staying at a shelter, she's allowed to be there. She gives them a letter to say she's staying at a shelter. That should excuse her from needing those permits altogether. And even if they said, well, we'll let it go until you have $30 to give us a 1-month permit at the end of the month, that it would at least be compromising. But the starving artist is this way. We don't know where money comes from or when it's going to come. Lots of t-shirt sales would help and other stuff. TV promotion, public appearances. We want to go to Dundas Square. I want to be on the cameras, but it's going to take help from all of you. So if you would be interested in helping, we'd appreciate that. We're going to try and send this video to everybody. That officer that put the note on the window, because she's got nowhere to park the van. She's going to go try and park it in the back alley of the shelter. But it's not fair for us to have to live in the van in order to save the van. Because she can't stay in the shelter and have the van at the same time. That's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Do you think that makes sense? I think she should be allowed to have warmth in the winter and still have her car. If anybody wants to hire a good security guard, a bodyguard, a puppeteer, we're here, we're ready for work, we're available every day. This is coming from Country South on Keo in Dundas West. Today we're going to try Bloor Street, and Young Street, or Dundas. We're going to try to drive the van right up into the square, and it would be nice if we had support so that we'd be allowed to do that. Because otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen. Because you have to pay for parking everywhere. She doesn't have any money for parking. We're doing, the artist thing. We'd love a TV appearance, so it'd be great. So let us know what you think. Chief Blair, you need to rethink how to do with city parking. How do you have an overnight guest who doesn't have a permit to park where your girlfriend or boyfriend lives who has a permit? How do they park their car there overnight and not get a ticket for hanky-pankying with their partner or their husband or whatever if they have two separate places or whatever the case may be? Well, you get what I'm saying. So that only husbands and wives have to live together. Girlfriends and boyfriends can't live together. Girlfriends and boyfriends can't visit each other. If they have their own cars, they're going to have one car and leave the other car at the other place. It's really confusing because it's not them. They're going to charge you money in order for you guys to have some private time, and then we can know when you had your hanky-panky because we'll just check your parking ticket. Does that make any sense? Why would you impound the Superwoman van when you can just give Superwoman work? She's a security guard. She has a gun license and her first aid. Just teach her how to give breathalyzer tests, give drug tests, and put her in drive arounds and take me with you and do all kind of community stuff and pay us to do that. And then you would never have to bug her car with these things again. So we're going to send this over to you too, Chief Blair, and hopefully something positive will come. We did send a package to her. We sent a package a long time ago. Well, Jennifer did. She sent a package. Before she left Winnipeg, and she always thought she'd come and see you. She just never had time. It went to some female executive under you. It had a bunch of $2 Superwoman tattoos. Now, if all of those were bought by your police officers, we'd have money to drive around with and do other stuff with. And there's lots of $2 to go around. People spend more than that at the gas station on frivolous, impulsive items. So if they supported Superwoman and everything we want to do with the $2 tattoos, that would be even better thing to do with their money. But that's just my humble opinion of a 14-year-old boy that used to be in a cartoon with Howie Mandel that some people know and some people don't know. If you don't remember, you should look it up. I'm sure there's still cartoons on YouTube. But we're going to go because we have people to phone and things to do. It was nice meeting you, or I hope to meet you soon, Marilyn, and it was nice meeting the world in YouTube, and have a wonderful Saturday, like we're going to try and do, even though we have all of these tickets, and I have to go back to the same shelter and park the van again tonight. I guess I won't be staying in the van, because they're not allowed the van. I'm going with her. All right. That's it, City TV. Please, Blair. Chief Blair and Officer Gray, Right. I am Bobby, Officer Gray, and I don't want to meet you. I'm feeling we might have to. All right. Have a nice Saturday. Bye from Now TV Canada.